Well, I'm stuck here at the train station waiting. I could be waiting here for maybe about another half hour or so. So that's a lot of fun. It's like 5 in the afternoon. It's because trains aren't running, so I'm waiting for buses. I thought while we're sitting here waiting, let's have a look at what we have on Australian radio. So this is fun. Let's do that. So what I'll do here is I'll get the power on without starting the car, and let's have a look at what's on Australian radio stations. Just wait for it to fire up. I can control with over here on the steering wheel. So, alright, what have we got? This is Gold 104. I listen to this one a lot. And then what have we got? The Fox. Then what used to be called Double TFM and now it's Kiss. Just people talking crap, I suppose.
Here's what Matt said. Probably just have a drink, have some good food, bit of a laugh.
So he's just described.
Okay, let's go to Nova.
No.
They're talking crap too.
No, Virginia,
Wolf?
no.
And AM, which is 3AW. I listen to this one a fair bit.
Technologies for Australia, like waste to energy, which they use successfully elsewhere, that's certainly worth a good.
And then we'll go to Triple M, which normally plays rock music. Sounds like something you'd hear on Gold. Okay, well, it just shows how bored I am just sitting here waiting if I'm willing to record something like this. Alright. Well, there we go. That's what's on, what is the time? 5:13 on a Monday afternoon. And this is what I'm doing. Let's see what's on the radio. Alright, that's it. Alright, hey guys. Right, here we are. We've got another beautiful, glorious day here. I do want to show you something. What is it with birds? Birds seem to want to keep nesting around the trees on my property. Unfortunately, I did show one a couple of videos ago when I was pruning the roses back, and I did say that there was one in one of my rose bushes. Now, the nest has been built, but I don't know what's happened to the bird because nothing's happened in a couple of weeks. But I'll show you this, and I'll show you something else. Okay, so I'll zoom in here. Now the only reason I'm near it is because I've noticed that it's been 2 weeks and there's nothing in there, so maybe something's happened to the bird. I'm really not sure. But this morning I noticed another bird flying around having things in its beak, and I'm not talking about these birds here. These are my birds. But I've got a jasmine that I planted years ago, and it's sprouted right up, you know, flowers and they come out. It smells nice. But I did notice this morning this bird flying around, only to notice this. Another bloody nest. Yeah, I don't know if you can see in there, but it's the beginning of one. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why birds like to nest around here. Remember I did say that arch rose bush I've got, that I did have one in there and I had to let the bush grow because I didn't want to disturb them. But I don't want one up here. It's not me that I don't want it. It's just I think it's not an ideal place. Of course they know what they're doing, but I don't think it's an ideal place because I have cats and I don't want the cat getting up there. And I mean, these birds are fine here. Oh, wow, they really don't like the camera. But I don't know. I don't know. If it happens, it happens. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you something. something here. I write songs. I write a lot of songs for the band that I play in. I was actually going to give you a look at what I do. If I get an idea when I'm down the street or anything like that, I grab the phone, lyric-wise, and I start recording myself so I don't forget. I'll show you how stupid it is, or it's not stupid, but it ends up working. This is a video I did the other day, just on my phone. Ladies of the night, they slap, bite, and fight. They do who they do, and screw who they screw. They're the ladies of the night. The night. Something like that. I'll give you also a bit of a look at this. I am going to be putting a video out on how I structure and write a song. I'll just give you a little bit of a look because it's not completed. Because what I wanted to show was how I come up with the lyrics, how I come up with the, the riff on the guitar, and then the rest of the band gets brought in. They give their ideas. We get to the studio, belt it out, and hopefully it'll work. See, when I but when we go to the studio, that's when I'll complete that. We haven't been to the studio yet to sort of belt it out. Yeah, I know I've got this in my hands. I'm not a great guitarist at all. I have this strictly for just to give you an idea. So if I get you an idea of something and I'm like, okay, like, there we go. That could be something. But the only chords I know are, out of tune. Oh, that's just disgusting. I'm way out of tune. Okay, I'm a bit hungry. You ever done this? Get a roll. This is just for lunch. Just get a roll, cut her in half, butter the top and bottom. So butter so it doesn't stick. I know with a sandwich, this is a sandwich press. I know with a sandwich press, we're supposed to put in bread and all that sort of stuff. Rolls come off better. Now I had spaghetti the other day, just spaghetti out of a tin. And because they're a big tin, I don't need the whole lot. So rather than wasting it, throwing it away, I'm gonna put spaghetti on this, and then I'll just put a slap of cheese on it. Yeah. Okay, so I'll do that. Put on a piece of cheese, and I'm going to then fire up the sandwich press. I know it seems big in there, but it'll come out half the size. So
you suck!
Whoop, buddy, I'm friggin' insane. Oh, hell. Right, let's make sure it doesn't slide this time. Stay there. Flip her on. Let's come back when it's done. Believe me, these are beautiful. They are, for something really quick, great. They're fantastic. Right, if you listen, you can just hear it starting to cook and bubble and all that sort of thing. It's still not compressed enough. Still waiting a little bit. But while this is happening, I'm gonna make myself a cup. All right, I'm gonna say we're complete. I've got me cuppa going. The dryer's finished. Now we have a look. Okay, it doesn't look hugely appetizing, but it is actually, I made a bit of a mess of this. Okay, so that's it. That's it there. I know it looks like a bloody mess, but the taste is incredible. Here's a bit of a tip. When you get stuff on a sandwich press like this while it's still hot, wipe it up immediately. That way, it doesn't stick. You know what it's like with these things? You let it sit for 5 minutes and that's it. You're going to scrub like crazy to get it off. There we go. There goes my phone. Look at that, pretty much clean. Must do that while it's still hot. Alright, I got my lunch, I got myself a cuppa, and I'm about to go and have lunch. I think it doesn't look great, but tastes fantastic. Alright guys, it is a warm day today. It's 34 degrees, and I think that's 93 Fahrenheit for you Americans, if you guys are watching. Okay, this next part of this video, I was looking around here and thinking about everything that we've done to the house, everything we've done to the garden. An old home video back in 2003. We used to have these palm trees out here, and when we cut them down, we got on the roof and videotaped it all and that. And I'm looking at the video and I'm like, this backyard used to look like a complete junk heap, and the house looked run down and all that sort of thing. So I dug up some old photos and photos when the house was transitioning into all the renovations that were done. I thought I'd show you. I even did a small video of when the floors were getting, because we used to have carpet, so the carpet was ripped up. We had the floors sanded back and stained, and I filmed the guy doing a little bit of that. The way the bathroom used to be, now the bathroom was, you had a separate toilet and separate bathroom. Well, we removed the wall and combined it all together so you could fit a spa bath in there. I just thought, I was just amazed over the last, been here 20 years, the amount of work. If you've seen my other videos, you know all the things that I do to the house and to the garage, to the shed. I thought I'd actually give you a look at the transition of the way things were to how things have become. Now, if you're in a house and you're in the middle of doing renos or anything like that, this may interest you. But if you're in a place long enough and you don't mind doing renovations and all that, when you look back at the old photos, old videos, it's so worth it. And I advise anyone who's going to do renovations, always do before and after. And if you've been there long enough, look back at 10, 20 years ago of the way your house, garden used to be. Because this is why. Check it out. Alright, I'm pretty much in the middle of the yard. I'm actually going to spin around, have a look, and I'll do a shot from that angle down, because when we did that video back in 2003, we were up there on the roof. So let's have a look, and then we'll go back in time 17 years of how this place used to look. Okay, well, this really is a flashback. 2003, and we're in 2019 now. This is the back of the house. There used to be a back room before we tore it down and turned it into a pagoda or outdoor area. Obviously the backyard. Now there is a lot of rubbish there on the ground, as you can see. We were cleaning up, but everything just looks disgusting. It looks old. An old water tank, an old fence. Until I seen this, I forgot there used to be a walking path there on the ground by the garage. I've forgotten all about that. And she had the rubbish. This is the rubbish that used to be in the garage till we got rid of it. And these palm trees. Oh, there's me dog. That's Max. He died a couple of years ago, unfortunately, but I ended up getting the other dog, Jasper. And this is a mate of ours who lived with us for about a year. He was like a jack of all trades, and he was going to cut down. He's going to cut down the palms for us. Only to find out years later, we could have got a lot of money for these palm trees. Like, people would have paid to take them out. But yeah, I look at this, and the backyard just looks gross. There's no real garden. The grass is dead. The old water heaters. Actually, check this out. I remember this. We thought it went through the window. Right at that point, we thought it smashed through the bathroom window. It didn't, but we thought it had. It does. It does actually amaze me watching this back. So yeah, all right. It's all green trees. Take note of this tree, how big it is, because when I saw the video, it was about the height of the fence. So this is a lot of years of work being done. So basically, if we have a look from this angle, I'm not going to get up on the roof. You can see how it looks. Alright, this is the way the kitchen used to look before we demolished it. It was absolutely gross. It was from the 60s. It was bloody old. This is the laundry. Laundry was gross. This was the toilet before we took the wall down. That was the shower where all the tiles were falling off. The bath was falling apart, and this is both rooms before we removed the wall. That was us starting to tile the bathroom. That was the kitchen, kind of gross. Now this is on the way of starting to, you know, fix things up, putting in new doors. And I had my guitarist help us do that. That is a spare room whilst it was getting done. Just a couple of pictures of, you know, fixing the place up. Gross doors. The doors are replaced now. Alright, well this is the part where the guy was sanding the floor and you know, giving it a texture, a colour, or whatever. The thing is, when this happened, this actually took 3 days to do. Now I secretly filmed him for about 5 seconds. But while this was going on for an entire week out here in the man cave, I had to stay. I had to sleep out here. You couldn't sleep in the house because, I'll show you a couple of photos. All the furniture in the house was dragged out in here, and my couch that I have over there folds out to a bed. So basically, and this was in the middle of winter last year. So I had to sleep out here, and it was good because I was able to sleep with my dog and my cats. So that was fun. They kept me warm, and yeah, but basically I had to live out here for a week. But here's the next bit, the guy sanding the floor and me sleeping out here. Alright, so, well, this is us in the garage and furniture everywhere, junk all over the place with the animals. The animals are quite happy. They really like sleeping on that bed. Here they are, all comfy, all snuggled up together, while during the night I froze. Well, there you go. That was a bit of a look of renovations, how the house, you know, I didn't really show you how the house used to look because that kind of footage, it's very hard. The quality's crap. It's amazing how time goes by that when it comes to video cameras, phones, whatever, quality is really good. And you know, 2003 doesn't seem that long ago, but just the quality of cameras was terrible back then. But you've seen the backyard, how horrid that was, and now how it looks. The renovations of inside the house and how I had to sleep out here. My advice is anyone who's going to be doing renovations, always take before and after. And it is actually good if you've been in a place for a long period of time, you go back and see, oh god, I thought that looked good, ugh, and you know, it wasn't. If you've seen my other videos, you pretty much have seen how the house looks now anyway. It's between back then and now, the house is, it's a completely different home. This place, it's totally different. We're still not quite finished. I've still got to do some more work tomorrow. I've still got a couple of doors need to be painted, some skirting needs to be done. And the final thing to actually be done is in the kitchen, the floor needs to be tiled. Now it's been a year to a year and a half when we've gone major on this renovations. And it's still going. But renovations actually started probably all those years ago, realistically. You sort of improve as time goes on. But I think gotten to the point now where I can't see much more renovations happening. There's a couple of bits to finish the place off, but I know it's going to happen. I'm going to finish this place off. I'm going to sell it because what this place was bought for compared to now, what it would sell for, I'd walk away with a fair bit of money in my pocket. And I would actually mind moving to a house with property because I want cows, chickens, horses. So we'll see what the future brings. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye!